Scrapbookers, this is Megan, and I am back today with December daily layouts for days 3, 4, and 5. So here I'm starting out with December 3rd, and I have this 6x8 photo that I cut out, and I'm going to put it into this page protector. I did think about having it just be without the page protector, but I'm kind of one of those people that don't like to break the rules, quote unquote, break the rules. And so I just use page protectors no matter what. I know it's cool to have, an album without page protectors, and I have made albums like that, but I just kind of wanted to stay consistent with this album, which I actually change it up. I think in the next, I think on day 9, I change it up and I actually leave one of my photos out of the page protector. So, you'll see that in the flip through. But here I am. I realized that my photo was a little bit too small for the page protector, so I just glued it down on a white piece of paper that fit in the page protector, and I'm using some of that blue glitter tape that loves to get glitter everywhere. And I was just kind of filling in the empty spaces there. So now here I'm going to do the left side of this page spread, because for this day I had 2 pages that I wanted to do. Once again, I think days 1 and 2 have already had 2 pages. So day 3 also has 2 pages. I am just going to have 3 photos on this left side and then 1 journaling card. Now, this is a photo of my son and his best friend. They're just hanging out on his bed playing on this afternoon after school. And so I'm just going to keep it plain and simple. I'm going to use some of this washi tape up there at the top, and then I'm going to put the word besties on a little bit hanging over the washi tape. And I am just keeping this December daily album very, very, very simple. My 2014 December daily album was very embellished and very much more creative, I guess you could say. I kind of went crazy with that one, and I love that one. I really, really love how that was my first December daily in 2014. That was the first time I'd ever made one, and I really, really love that album. Okay, so now here I'm moving on to this photo, and that is just some schoolwork that Tinian had brought home that day, so I thought that I would include that as one of the photos. Here I'm working on making the photo actually 3x4, because I guess when I had because what I did is I printed these photos on 4x6s, so I would put 2 3x4s on 1 4x6. So when I put them in the 4x6 on Photoshop, I guess I just didn't actually make it a true 4x6. It must have been a little bit smaller, or something. I don't know what happened, but it was bothering me that I could see behind the other photo behind on the other side of the pocket, basically. So here I am. Now I'm going to start journaling, and basically what I'm going to say is that first picture in the top left-hand corner is of my dog Max and his trainer. She came over that morning and we did a training session. So the journaling just says, Max had his second training session with Candy and did great. Tinian's best friend played at our house after school for an hour or so. Tinian brought home some schoolwork and then the photo that is the schoolwork, it's going to have the words "so cute" on it using the Teresa Collins black and white alpha. And so that worked out for the journaling to just carry on to the photo. And I just thought that the way he colored the hat in the photo was really cute, because Tinian is not a, he loves to color, but he doesn't really care about staying in the lines, as you can see in this photo, because his red part of the hat just kind of goes all over the place. So I just thought that was funny. So here I'm contemplating what to do, because I did run out of room. And so this is where I decide, okay, I'm just going to continue the journaling onto the photo. So I'm just going to pull off the letters for the word so cute. And then that page is going to be done, and I will move on to page number 4. So I split these days up into two different videos. I sat down and did my December daily for days 1 through 5 in a 3-hour span. Days 1 and 2 took probably like 2 hours, and then days 3, 4, and 5 only probably took an hour. I don't know why days 1 and 2 took so long. I think it was just because I had a lot of cutting and a lot of maneuvering and everything, trying to get everything perfect and straight. So day 3 wasn't as hard. Now I'm moving on to day 4, and I have this 4x6 photo that I wanted to keep a full 4x6. So it worked out perfectly that my day 3 photo was a 6x8 pocket page. So I am going through my all my papers in my December daily kit, and I'm pulling out what I think I want to use. So I had this gold, well, it's kind of like a beige-ish kind of gold glitter paper, and I'm not sure where I got it. It's kind of old, I think. It was probably a Die Cuts with the View DCWV paper pad or something, but it's pretty old. So I'm just cutting it down to fit on the back of that other paper, the back of the other layout. And I am going to end up, I had to change my ATG gun, of course, you know, right in the middle of taping, so that's always fun. But I am going to end up gluing the gold paper to the back of the other layout, just to make sure that the gold paper doesn't like keep bending, because for some reason the gold paper was kind of curling up, and so I didn't want it to keep curling up and ruin the layout. So I apologize about this. I should probably cut this out, but by the time I finish talking here, hopefully I'll just be done. So yeah, anyway. There we go. Now I'm done. So here I'm going to just glue it to the back of that other layout. And of course, I had cut it a little too short. So now here I'm just adding on a little bit of the excess paper. So I'm gluing that down, and then I'm just going to cover up the overlap with the photo so it doesn't bother me that it's overlapping. Here I'm going to cut down this huge gold doily, and this doily was awesome. I really, really love this doily. Now this one is from Kaiser Crafts collection called A Touch of Gold, and I believe I got this as a gift. It was like a giveaway from Meggy, my low. I won it for participating in their crop over at the Pink Camera Facebook group. So if you're not a member, go on over to the Pink Camera Facebook group. I love Lisa. She's awesome, and she now has a store. So if you didn't know that, you can go to thepinkcamera.com, and she has a podcast and a store. And she also just started a kit club. So that's really cool. I totally wish she lived in the United States, because I would totally subscribe to her kit. But since she doesn't, shipping is a little bit more expensive for me, shipping to the United States, so I just can't afford that right now. Okay, so here I'm just kind of cutting down the bottom, because I had a little hanging over there, and then of the doily. So I'm cutting the doily piece off that was hanging over. Okay, so now I am going to position my photo, and I'm going to glue that down. And for some reason, the liquid glue didn't want to stay down on the glitter paper, so I had to re-glue it, and finally it did decide to stay, so that was good. And as I'm sitting here looking at my album, I'm going to add some washi tape here. So I was thinking about adding this blue washi tape, but I didn't really like the way that it looked with that square number. The number 4 was kind of this greenish color, and so I didn't like the way the blue kind of clashed with it. So I'm actually going to pull out a green diagonal stripe washi tape that you see there, and I'm going to use that. And as I'm looking at my layout right now, it is actually coming up off of the glitter paper, so I need to go back and glue that down with some Tombow mono glue. Which I actually have some exciting news about Tombow, which I think I am going to do a January wrap-up video at the end of the month, so I will talk about it then. But I have some exciting news. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so I'm going to glue down the number 4 down there in the bottom, and then I am done with this page. So now I think I'm going to move on to the next. Yes. Okay, so I'm moving on to the other photos from this day. I already have most of them cut up and put together in the layout. I just need to add a little bit to that middle photo, which is 4x6, because for some reason these pockets, the 4x6 pockets, aren't a true 4x6. They're a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is just glue the photo down to, I think I glue it down to a piece of paper, and then just glue some glitter tape onto it. Oh, but first I wanted to kind of write a little title on there on the photo, and so it just says, "Oh Hey Eva," which is the name of our elf. So I am all done with that, and then I'm going to, oh, I wasn't even putting it on the photo. I didn't even notice that. So I put it on some wax paper just to make sure I liked where I was going to place it. So just a reminder, this is actually going to be my days 3 through 5, and then for days 6, let's see, 6 through I think 13, I don't have any videos for, sadly. I don't have any videos for those days. It just kind of got too overwhelming for me, and so I just didn't record them. But I am going to try to record days 14 through 25 so you guys can see that process. If I don't, I will come back and do a flip through so that you can at least see my finished album and everything. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is do some journaling. So here I am kind of trying to figure out what exactly I want to do for my journaling. What I decide to do, I'm not really happy with, and I don't know what to do about it because it kind of is taking up a lot of space and I don't want to cover it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that blank area up there in the top, and I'm just going to write out, you know, what we did for the day. And I kind of do it at a diagonal to kind of follow the doily a little bit, and I wish that I hadn't done that. I need to go back in and maybe do a little embellishment corner in that top left-hand area. So what I end up writing is a fun-filled Friday with video game time, Hawaiian haystacks, and Christmas movies. I did some sewing after putting the kids to bed, and Max joined me. So that just kind of summed up our Friday, which, wait, was the 3rd a Friday? Oh, this is the 4th. Okay, I was going to say, I didn't think the 3rd was a Friday, but that is the 4th. So, the 4th was a Friday, so I was right. Okay, I kind of almost freaked out there for a minute. Okay, so we are moving on to day number 5, which is a very, very simple layout as well. We took the kids to a Christmas expo that was going on in town, and I had a bunch of 4x6. Well, not a bunch. I had 2 4x6 photos that I wanted to make sure I got on this layout, but I didn't really need 2 whole pocket pages for this spread. So what I decided to do was get one of those 4x6 pocket add-on little thingies. I don't even know what you call them. And I don't have them here in front of me, of course. But so I'm going to put the 2 4x6s on there, and then I'm also going to have my journaling card go in that 4x6 pocket. So if you could even understand what that meant. Yeah. Hopefully you'll be able to see in the photos at the end what I meant by my explanation. So here I just put the photos in that sleeve, and I already have the other like pattern papers and photos cut down and put in their pockets already. So now here I'm just gluing that 4x6 piece onto the other side, onto page number 4. So this layout is pretty much done. I'm just going to do some journaling, and I'm going to cut up one of the Pink Fresh Studio Christmas Wishes papers, and I'm just going to use a pencil, and I'm going to write lines with my ruler, and then I'm going to do my journaling. So the journaling is just going to say, we went to the All I Want for Christmas Expo Saturday afternoon. I had a photo session afterward, and then Mark and I went to his friend Clint's birthday party. It was a lot of fun. We hid in the cellar to surprise Clint, and it worked. Smiley face. So I'm not sure what I'm off doing now. Sorry, I kind of disappeared for a minute there. But, so I have the journal paper cut down there, and now I'm just going to do the whole ruler thing. So I'm going to let you just finish watching this. I hope you enjoyed watching these couple days, and I will be back next week with some more videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!